Again, you're welcome to another video. Look at this question here. It's a very simple one. Okay. The question is given that f of x equal to x to the power of 3 minus 4x to the power of 2 minus 3x plus 12 has two zeros. The two zeros are the square root of 3 and minus the square root of 3. The question now is, what is the third zero? Now, if you look carefully, from the factors of 12, you can get the third root from here. Okay? But how do you get the third root? If it is a theory exam, you have to show your working. How do you get it out? That is the essence of this video. Okay? So we take our solution here. All right. So the first thing we're going to do here, we don't know the third root or the third solution. And so we're going to use an alphabet to represent the third solution. So from here, I will say let the third zero be t. Let's take it to be t. So if the third root is t, and we know that the product of the roots, all the roots, mind you, this is a third degree polynomial equation. So long we are giving two of the root, there we are left with just one, and that is the third one. So the multiplication of the three factors or roots will give us this main function, right? Good. So let's go ahead and express that out here. And so this is going to give us our x to the power of 3 minus 4x to the power of 2 minus 3x plus our 12 will now be, the first factor here, we have this to be root 3. Okay? So remember, it means that your x1 is equals to positive 3, x2 is equals to negative root 3, and the third one, which is what we are looking for, x3, will now be equal to our t, right? Good. So if we are to find the factors there, move this to this side, move this to this side, move this to this side. And so this will give us here our x1, the minus root 3 equal to 0, the x2 plus root 3 equal to 0, and x third one, the minus t equal to 0. So these are the factors, right? Good. So let's go ahead and multiply all these together. And so we're going to have this now be equal to, let's take the first one that is positive here. So we're going to have x plus root 3 close bracket x minus root 3 close bracket x minus t. Easy. All right. So what we do here, we just have to open up this side of the equation. So opening up this side of the equation, let's keep the left-hand side of the equation. If you check carefully, you discover that this is a conjugate to this. So since it's a conjugate, then what we do, we just have to apply the rule, which says that so long this is a conjugate to this is going to give us our x raised to power 2, then minus the square root of this. So, which is this, all raised to the power of this, all in square bracket, then bracket our x minus t. Easy. So this is going to give us our x squared, then minus this, we cancel out this, right? So if this cancels out this, we're going to come out here with just 3, close bracket, then bracket our x minus t. Easy. So let's open up this now, using this to multiply this. So we're going to use this to times this, then we equally use this to times this. Then we come to this, we use this to times this, then we equally use this to times this. So going on with that, this is going to give us our x raised to the power of 3, then minus x raised to the power of 2, or let's start with our t first. So this is going to give us t, the x raised to the power of 2, then this will give us minus 3x, and this will give us plus 3t. Okay, now let's bring the quantity down here, this quantity. So here we have this to be x raised to the power of 3 minus 4x raised to the power of 2 minus 3x plus our 12. Easy. Okay, with what we have here now, if we decide to move all the quantity to this side, what will happen? Then we're going to have some expressions that we cancel out. Okay, but without moving out these quantities, let's see the ones that can cancel out first. Here we are having plus x to the power of 3, and here we are having plus x to the power of 3. Two of them will cancel out. Yes. Okay. All right. Now let's look again. Here we're having minus 3x, and here we're having minus 3x. So this and this will equally cancel out. So we are now left with our minus 4x to the power of 2, then equal to, plus our 12 here, equal to minus t x to the power of 2, then plus our 3t. So what we do at this point here, it is easy. We just have to do a simple comparison. Okay, so we compare the x squared terms on the left-hand side to that on the right-hand side. Then we also compare our constant terms. But if we compare the x squared terms, we can get our t from there, right? And if we even compare the constant term, we can equally get our t from there also. So by comparison, we'll say here by comparison, so we're going to have this to be, let's erase this. Let's see what this gives us. If we go by comparison, we are taking the x squared column. So we have here for our x squared column. So here we're going to have minus 4 equal to, on this other side, we're going to have minus t. Right? Good. We are looking for t, right? So this, we go with this. So we now have here, therefore, t is equals to 4. What if we decide to compare constant terms, which is plus 12 equal to our 3t? It will also give us t to be 4 also. But let's go on. So for your constant terms, so we're going to have your plus 12 will now be equal to our 3t here. So we divide both sides by 3, divide this by 3. So this leaves, this will give us 4. So we're still going to have t is equals to 4. Either way. Simple. All right, so what therefore is the what are the 3 factors to this expression here? So therefore, the 3 factors are our x plus root 3, then equal to 0, the x minus root 3 equal to 0, the x minus 4 equal to 0. So we now have, therefore, x1 is equals to our minus root 3. The x2 is equals to our positive root 3. The x3 is equals to positive 4. So these are the 3 roots that satisfy this function f of x. All right, thank you. If you learned something from this video, drop it in the comment section. See you in our next video. Bye for now.